How are you guys? I know this is kind of funny, but we're going to try and give you information on the weekly huddle every shift change. And so we thought that so that everybody could get the same information, we would videotape it one time a week. Danielle and I will still try and make it to some of the morning huddles and maybe one or two of the evening huddles, but sometimes it's hard depending on what our schedules are. So we're going to try it this way first. We'd love your feedback and like to know what you think about it. So normally I would be doing this in front of the huddle board, but today there was a bunch of people in there eating lunch and I didn't want to be videotaped in front of them, so I'm in here. But I wanted to give you a little update on what's going on. First of all, I wanted to give you an education update. There's a lot going on. Starting tomorrow at 9 a.m., we're doing the ERAS, which is Expedited Recovery After Surgery. And this is going to be put on Facebook Live. It starts at 9 a.m., I think. Dr. Hyman is going to go over some of the changes for labor and delivery and some of the changes for mother babies. So keep a lookout for that. Then on the 16th, there's a substance abuse and postpartum depression workshop that's being presented. So anybody that can come in extra and listen to that lecture, that would be great. On the 24th of January, we have our Ebola training, and we would really like to get as many OB/ED nurses and charge nurses as possible to that. In addition to all of that, we have our Muse triggers, which are going live sometime this week. So you should have all gotten the news that you needed to sign up in LMS and do your Muse training. You should see Muse alerts, I guess they're called, fired whenever your patient is outside a parameter. And you just really need to know that you need to act quickly and notify the physician. And so you really need to go to the training so that you know what's expected out of you. Also, we need to do the Gnosis modules. So I know in the past there maybe hasn't been a lot of oversight or follow through with the modules, but these are a hard stop deadline. They're mandatory and everybody has to do them. So right now, everybody's been assigned the shoulder dystocia module. Even if you did it last year, you have to do it again. The physicians are doing it too, so we're trying to get all on the same schedule, as well as there's a new module on promoting vaginal birth. So those are the two mandatory modules for right now, but if you did not do any modules last year in 2019, you have to do all of them. So Robin is getting me a list right now of who has done their modules and who hasn't, and I'll be touching base with each one of you. The deadline for that, the hard stop deadline, is February 14th. That gives you 1 month. You could do these at home and let us know and we will pay you for them. You need to print out the certificate and bring it back so we know, there's a time on there how much time you spent doing that. But again, if it's not done by the 14th, then unfortunately there's going to have to be some disciplinary action, because going into designation, we can't have people without their education modules done. So then for the physician engagement pillar, I wanted to let you all know that the Texas A&M medical students are starting today. So we're going to have one on labor and delivery, and he's going to come and meet with the night shift and the day shift charge nurses at about 6:30 in the morning. He wants to listen to report between the two of you, and then he'll come in and listen to handoff in the morning at the morning huddle. So just make sure that he gets a really good welcome. We'll have some each month, but there's just one now. They're not allowed to do anything independent. They have to be supervised by an attending physician at all times. They can't give you any orders either. So even if the attending tells the student to give you an order for something, that doesn't fly. You have to talk to the physician specifically. For our quality pillar, look on the huddle board this week, because we're going to be updating both the med scanning results for the month of December. You guys did a great job. There are a few people that are still struggling though, and so I just want you to know that I'm looking at people individually, and if you've gotten repetitive reminders since November that your scanning rates aren't up, then we're going to have a deeper discussion about why that is. So look for that. And then also we're running some reports on QBL completion rates, and so there's a lot of people, a very lot, that are not doing their QBL for recovery, especially recovery. And this again, it's something that's mandatory and it's a requirement. So we're gonna, just right now, we're gonna post the rates. We're not gonna go individually and see which nurses are doing it or aren't doing it. And we're hoping that by giving you some feedback, that it'll remind you that this is something that needs to be done. And then next month, we're hoping for it to be better. For recognition, I want to recognize Stephanie, India, and Brianna. They all got promoted to RN2, so congratulations to them. That's awesome. And then as a reminder to all the other nurses, if you're an RN1 and you've been a nurse for 18 to 24 months, it's an expectation that you submit your binder to me and be promoted to RN2. So there's really no reason not to do that. Come and see me if you need any help with that. And then also for recognition, our centennial books for Methodist are being distributed. So Danielle has them all in her office with a sign-out sheet. So if you haven't gotten your 100 Years of Houston Methodist book, please go see Danielle and she'll give it to you. The last little thing I wanted to update you on was our issues board on the bottom of the Huddle board there. And so I just wanted to remind you that anything that's in that middle bucket is something that we're actively working on. So while you might not see any change right now, you just need to know that we're working on it in the background. Sometimes things take some time, so just be patient with us. And then if you see any issues that have been identified but haven't been started yet, if it's something that you can easily fix, go ahead and do that. We want to empower you guys to make the changes that you need to do on your unit to make your work environment better. So I need you to let me know if you like this format and if it's something that you think is valuable. If there's another way that you would like the information communicated, please let me know. Also, please look out for our new schedules for staff meetings and charge nurse meetings. We have the schedules out for the whole year so that everybody can plan ahead. Okay, thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.